Christian music power couple Rebecca St. James and Cubbie Fink are sharing their love story just in time for Valentine's Day.
What a love story it is in their new book, Lasting Ever. Faith, Music, Family, and Being Found by True Love is out now and dives into their relationship with God and each other.
Rebecca and Cubbie join us now. We're so happy to have you. It's a week before Valentine's Day. What a great time to get a book like this out. So you guys met and you ended up marrying. By the way, they have 3 kids together. But you went through a rough spot, and that rough spot became sort of something you overcame, and then you had a springtime. So talk to us about that rough spot and what got you out of it and this renewal of your marriage. People want to hear about that.
Yeah, we do hope that the book is encouragement. It's like a love letter to people, because I think a lot of people are discouraged about marriage or family or faith or all of it, and we do hope that it's encouragement. But we went through a time where we were miscarrying, there was infertility. He just parted ways with his band. That was very difficult. His mom was dying of MS. It was just like thing after thing after thing. And we didn't feel like we had even enough to encourage each other with. Both of us were hit really hard.
Yeah.
And so in that time, I think all we needed to do was trust God in the pain, that he was going to somehow redeem it, and draw close to each other. We pursued curiosity. Which I consider the 6th love language. There's 5 love languages, right? We know about that, but the 6th love language of asking questions, like drawing him out, not staying isolated. Because in our pain, I think often we can isolate. But what about the spring? How was that for you?
Well, and Cubbie, let me jump in just a little bit, because you mentioned something, Rebecca, I think it's important to the story, and that is, Cubbie, you were in a band that everyone knows, Foster the People, had that song, Pumped Up Kicks, and you broke from that. And for anyone that's dealt with a sick parent and watched their parents suffering, it's a tragedy, and it's very difficult. You're going through all these changes. Your path to Rebecca and to God, how did that go? What was it like?
Yeah, so I actually met Rebecca kind of in the infancy stages of the band. So she was kind of with me in the journey through the blissful years of getting to travel the world and do all the fun things together. And so really the first couple of years of marriage were fantastic. We were kind of scratching our heads saying, hey, I thought this was meant to be hard. And then suddenly we're thrust into the complete opposite, where it just felt like blow after blow after blow, and we're just felt like under 10 feet of snow. And so I think it was in that moment that really I was forced to live by faith, potentially for the first time in my life, because I was met by silence, desperately crying out for the Lord on what to do next, who I am, what is my purpose anymore, and met with silence. So I was forced to go back to what I knew God said and what I knew God was, which was good, and stand on the rock of his scriptures and the foundation of who he is to carry us through those challenging times.
It is remarkable, so much of culture today in America in particular sort of degrades marriage and acts like it's not an important part of life. But you look at people who are married and who make it succeed. It's you live longer, you live happier, you have wonderful. The payoffs are extraordinary.
Yeah.
It's interesting, because before I met Cubbie, I talked a lot about waiting for marriage, and I had this love song to my future husband called "Wait for Me," and it was one of my bigger songs. I was on Fox a lot, actually, talking about that with Hannity. And then so to meet him and, in my early 30s and have this dream come true, and it is great. It's worth the wait. Like, I think what we also say is God's way is beautiful. And not that we're going to get it perfect. We need forgiveness and grace just like anyone else. But his way is both perfect and good, and we're so thankful for this season. And he brought us into a spring and more children, too.
Well, I love that, we live in a disposable culture, and that includes marriage and how you guys fought through it. How many years married?
14.
14. How many years marriage, Greg?
Congrats. 26.
25. I'm going on 26. Come on, Charlie.
25?
25.
Somebody's about to get a text.
Yes.
The book is Lasting Ever. You want to get it. Rebecca St. James and Cubbie Fink, what an inspiring story, and thank you for writing this book and joining us today.
It was a joy.
Great to see
Thank you.
Having us.
Charlie's in trouble.
But I'm going to stay on your couch.
All right, you're not in
Check
trouble
your
here.
phone. There's